Hi, I'm Isis Hainsworth. The best thing about being a teenager, I think, is being young and still having so much time to sort of, figure out who we are and what we want to do. And, this should just be the time where we're having fun and, figuring out everything and just enjoying ourselves, I think. Yeah. Um, the worst thing about being a teenager, I would say, is sort of the stereotypes that come along with it. Like, people judging you for your age, I think, is one of the worst things. Like, adults who assume that you're going to be like or like how they assume teenagers are. Yeah, I think that's probably the worst thing about it. Do I worry? Yeah, I worry quite a lot about lots of different things. Lots of things like school and like exams and homework, which I think is really stupid because surely homework should be the least of our worries at this point in our life. But, in school they always say that this is the most important time of your life. So, you're going to worry about it and about passing exams, and the stress that comes along with all of it, I think, is just all very overwhelming. And then there's also, like, you worry about your family and your friends, and, there's lots of other worries that also come along with it, and it's all very overwhelming at this point. Yeah. Can I imagine my future? Not really. I think for me it's all so sort of uncertain. Like, nothing is set in stone. Like, because what I want to do, it's all like really uncertain, so I don't have a plan. So that's really scary. That I don't really know what I'm going to be doing when I'm older. I'd like to have a 2-story house with a wee fridge that dispenses ice, hopefully. That's like one of the goals. If I could find some way to talk to myself in the future, I think I'd ask if I was happy with what I ended up doing and how I ended up living, and if I was successful in the way that people think that successful is. About being a child, I miss quite a lot. I miss just being able to be totally carefree and just having fun and being able to get face paint and run around and, not have people shouting at you for wearing the wrong thing or, anything like that. Just totally being able to just be yourself and no one judging you for it, I think is just so great. Because when you get older, when you go to school, you have to wear the right thing, otherwise they'll shout at you, or, people judge you for being yourself. You have to sort of, well, sometimes people change themselves to fit in, and, no one does that when they're a kid. I think it's sad when you grow up. People, the rules change and it's a bit upsetting, I think. Teenage stereotypes. There's so many. Like, all teenagers are violent and angry and looking for trouble and are gonna steal, and, no one cares about the politics or the environment or anything like that, and none of us know what we want to do with our lives and stuff like that, and we don't care. And I think that's all just not true. Like, I really don't think it's true. And, of course it's going to be true for the of course it's going to be true for the minority, but it's the same with any age group. There's going to be adults like that as well. So I think for the majority of teenagers, we all, we do care. We're not going to be shoplifting all the time, and, we care about our lives and the future and the planet and, the politics, the people who rule us, who are in charge. I think the stereotypes aren't true mostly, so I think they're a bit stupid. advice I would give to my younger teenage self, I think, would be just be yourself, stay true to yourself, because you don't need to change yourself to try and fit in. I think, be yourself, and if people don't like you for it, then fuck them, because you're all right. You don't need to change yourself to make people like you. I think that's really sad. So yeah, be yourself and always just stay true to what you believe in. Yeah. If I could change one thing that would make being a teenager easier, would be like adults not judging us. Like, maybe changing the exam system. That would be better. A YouTube tutorial, I think that would be really helpful. Would be maybe how to revise well and how to pass exams, I think, because they don't really teach you that at school, they don't really teach you that at school. So I think that would be a good and helpful tutorial for teenagers. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think a teenage handbook would be really useful, for all those sort of awkward moments that no one really knows what the right thing to do is because no one's ever told you, or how to keep everyone happy. I think it would be really good to have a sort of a wee book that gives you a wee guide about how to act at these points, because everyone goes through the sort of difficult, awkward stage that don't really know what they're doing. So I think a wee handbook would really be useful. Yeah, and I think that's it. Yeah, thank you.